You're getting the real state of my home this morning. I guess it's more afternoon. It's almost 1 o'clock. I've spent a majority of the morning trying to get myself somewhat ready for the day, or like somewhat put together to feel normal. I've not picked up the camera since he was 2 weeks old. He is now 2 months old, which puts me at 2 months postpartum. So I thought I would kind of talk a little bit on how I've been doing while I make some lunch. I think I'm just gonna make myself some leftovers. I have some baked beans, corn, and then I also have some pork from last night. So I'll do like a pulled pork sandwich and then some sides. He won't let me put him down, so we're just gonna have to multitask. I'm pretty sure the last time I kind of talked to you on how I was doing postpartum, I was telling you how I just felt so at peace. And while that is true, I feel like a lot of that was part of the adrenaline after having a baby. Like, you're in your little newborn bubble, it's just you and baby, and it's just pure bliss, you know? Around 3 to 4 weeks, I was starting to have maybe some baby blues. And then it started to really intensify, like really intensify. I had really bad postpartum depression with Holston, and I never got the help for it, and I probably should have. I was also dealt a whole different set of cards during that time in my life. I didn't want to go down that path again. I wanted to avoid it as much as I could. So around, I think it was like weeks 5 to 6, it was at its peak. I would wake up and have the most intense anxiety. I could feel it in my chest. I felt just shaky and I couldn't think straight. I was just all over the place. Even when we were up at the cabin, like my niece came outside with me to get a couple sodas out of the car, and I was just like, oh my gosh, I'm forgetting this, I need this, I need this, and like she's just like, calm down. And I'm like, no, I am calm. And she's like, no, just calm down. So I would wake up with the anxiety, and then midday and evening it would turn into a very intense sadness, like so intense. I remember there was a night that we were supposed to go to dinner with my mom to kind of like celebrate a few things. And before we had left for dinner, I was sitting on the floor in my room hysterically crying, and it just felt so intense. And I was telling him, like, I don't know what's wrong, but I feel like I'm not enough. What finally pushed me over the edge is there was a night that Kenny was home, and I was just having the absolute hardest time. I was like, I can't do this, I'm not enough, and just had these racing thoughts. And I ended up calling my OB office. It was a weekend, so it was just like whoever was on call. I was explaining to her, I was like, I don't know if it's baby blues, I don't know if it's postpartum depression. I dealt with it very intensely with my third. I don't want to go down that route. How do I tell if this is just something that I'm overwhelmed with, that I'm just overly tired? Like, are you able to decipher what is what? Because I don't have the thoughts of harming myself. I don't have the thoughts of harming my children. But I also feel like I'm not capable of this, and I'm feeling this intense, deep sadness. I'm crying all the time and like giving her all of my symptoms and things that I'm dealing with. She did end up prescribing me something that same day. So that was weeks 5 to 6. I'm now 2 months postpartum. I still have a few moments where I feel sad, but it's not as intense as it was, and I feel like I can keep pushing through my day, whereas before I couldn't. It would stop me dead in my tracks and I would just not exist. It felt like everything around me kept going and I was just at a standstill. I gotta get this in the microwave. As for this little guy, we are working through a few things. At his 2-month appointment, he was weighing just over 7 pounds, so that's kind of worrisome. He said that he would be more concerned if he hadn't gained anything at all. So at birth, he was 6'15", he's now just over 7. So it'd be more of a concern had he not gained anything or if he was losing. Obviously, there's a 1% for a reason. There's going to be babies in the 1% just as much as there is in the 100% or 90th. But we are keeping an eye on it. I am trying a few things because I don't know if maybe my milk isn't like fatty enough or something. So I was trying to incorporate like a few more feeds, like pumping and feeding that to him, or just putting him on the breast and feeding him that way. But he spits up any extra that I give him, so I don't think it's a lack of milk. I'm still trying to figure it out and see what we can do, but his next appointment is at 4 months, and that is when we will decide if we should like start supplementing or if I just want to go straight to formula. I'm still trying to figure out a few things and see what we can do between now and 4 months. If he's not like gaining anything or still just teeny tiny, then I will very highly consider formula. Overall, I'm feeling really good. Kenny is currently working harvest hours, so he's gone from about 5-6 a.m. to 9ish 10 p.m. like last night I don't think he walked through the door till like 9:45. Like it was pretty late. I'm basically a solo parent for the time being. I'm happy that I addressed my postpartum problem when I did, and it didn't happen while he was away, because that can be very scary. My biggest goal today is to get this area cleaned up. Not even just cleaned up, but reorganized. I want to take some of this stuff, like this walker I want to take apart. I want to take that upstairs. I think I'm going to ditch the slide. There's just too much for this space right now, so we're going to reorganize this. I also got some stuff from Poppy Seed Play, so I want to set that up too. We're going to start from this side. We upgraded, so I have a new air purifier coming. I'll probably end up giving this to like my sister. I don't know. I could probably keep this down here and just keep it like tucked away behind the couch, because you really don't see it. There you go. There we go. I think I'm gonna move this lamp and then put the baby swing right here, since it's like right behind the couch, and then maybe moving the lamp right here. That looks okay. There's just so much clutter over there that maybe it looks a little silly still. Heavy. I think I'm gonna come set this up in this little corner. That way it's like his little like play area. There is a linen playmat. I'm actually super excited. I kind of wish that I would have went with the green. Now that I see it like against my carpet, I didn't even think about that, to be honest. But they have several different colors. Nice. The quality of these are amazing. They're absolutely stunning. That is so beautiful. The quality of it is amazing. To where Beckham isn't quite rolling yet and he's still in that newborn stage, you can put like a Snuggle Me under it. They do offer toddler and kid toys. There's actually a few things I would like to add in addition to this for like Halston. Hi. You gonna come say hi to Bobo? Hi. It's his leg. Leg. I think he really loves his playmat and might even prefer it over his other one. His other one, he can't really reach the toys. This one he can, and it actually grabs his attention. I have to take a break from cleaning the living room. That's the thing about projects or doing bigger things than picking up, is it takes me forever because I'm attending to kids in between. I'm not complaining, it just is a little bit more difficult these days. But I need to go to the store and get stuff for dinner because, like I said, it is 5 o'clock. The nice thing about this is Kenny's not home until, like I said, 9 or 10, so I have several hours till I have to have dinner basically done, at least for me and him. Obviously I get the kids taken care of before that. Get more of those. Grab this for breakfast tomorrow. I just want to go to the grocery store and not spend $100. I know that seems pretty impossible with today's economy, but I'm sick of it. I feel like today just flew by and I got little to nothing done, but that's okay. I have a couple packages that came in from the TikTok shop, so I thought we would open that. That looks really big for a small, but I got these like shorts We've got this, and then it's also like lined underneath. I thought about maybe waking up early and going to the gym, but with having a newborn, that just sounds even more exhausting than it already is. I also got the matching top to go with it. This is so nice. It's like buttery soft, and it has the padding, and the padding is thick. Love that. It's like a crossover in the back. I'm very excited to try this on. Yes, Hendrix, did you need something?
Yeah.
What'd you need, honey?
Where's the charger over there?
I think it fell behind the TV. I think Holston accidentally knocked it off. I was just telling my mom, okay, for one, it's my fault because I left this out, but I was just telling my mom that Halston is the most mischievous kid. Always doing something, always into something, always. Hendrix is very proud. He wants to show you something. What is that?
A Rubik's Cube that I finished.
Yep, you finished it.
I didn't like finish it on myself. I just did it to download the app that's like you can then help you solve Rubik's Cubes.
Because we couldn't figure it out, huh?
Yeah.
What are you playing?
The Rubik's Cube.
Oh.
I have no idea where I am.
This is such a random thought, but I, bless you, have been loving just how peaceful my nights have been lately. Like, I have my music going, I'm making dinner, a baby on me. It's just so peaceful. I don't know. It's just something that like dawned on me yesterday. I was eating at the table and like the wind was blowing, so the trees were kind of moving and the sun was going through the trees. I was like, wow, this is just so peaceful. I think I just tend to reflect a lot back on where I was even just a few years ago, and I feel like I've come a really long way. I guess I didn't even tell you guys what I was making for dinner, but I cooked up my chicken, and then I have my rice going. It's like Mexican rice, Spanish rice, I don't really know what you call it. And then I'm working on my queso. Look at how perfect that is. Add our chicken back in. Dinner is served. I wish I had tortillas to go with it, because I think you're supposed to eat it with tortillas. Why are toddler runs just the cutest? Got it? Good job. Boo! It is 10:22. The kids are all bathed. They're in bed. Minus Halston. He's waiting for me to go to bed. My kitchen is a wreck, but it's because I chose to take the kids to the playground instead. And to me, that's bigger than the kitchen. Like, the kitchen's gonna be a mess in the morning again anyway after I make breakfast. So, do you need help? Got it? I at least wanted to end the vlog, so thank you so much for watching.